So why am I wearing this funny hat? Well, originally I found this book in school. It was very, very old, and I kind of like old books. I'm a bit of a bibliophile, and I saw it was called A Beaver Book of Offbeat Tales. And so I thought, haha, I'll do a funny hat video, and I'll buy this hat. And then I started reading it. I've got to take it off. It's not a joke, okay? There's a lot to talk about in this video. So it's a series of short stories. The first one, actually, is called Pedestrian by Ray Bradbury. And I love Ray Bradbury. I recommend anything by him, particularly Fahrenheit 451, which is his dystopia about bing bang bish 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 3-4 second clip world. Very sort of spooky, and about a man who starts as one of the firefighters that burns books. That's their job now, the firefighters. So that's fantastic. And the Pedestrian is a kind of like almost like a mini version of that. So essentially it's about a man who goes for a walk in a cold winter's evening, just for the sake of walking, you know, and that's something that I do for my mental health, and I'd recommend you to do that if you're feeling a bit down or a bit stressed or a bit tired, as long as it's safe, of course, but it is a really good thing to do. And this is what he does, you know, and it's a very, very beautiful story, because then of course he realizes that no one else wants to do it. I say beautiful, kind of tragic, I suppose, is more true. Again, it takes a very sinister turn, a very dystopian, authoritarian turn. But I just wanted to read you a sentence from this story. There was a good crystal frost in the air. It cut the nose and made the lungs blaze like a Christmas tree inside. You could feel the cold light going on and off, and all the branches filled with invisible snow. So he loves that frosty, cold feeling, that really fresh air, you know, and I love that too. So the next one is called The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. And I think this is quite famous, this story, The Necklace. It's quite a simple story, but it's got a clever sort of twist in it. And I guess the moral of the story is to tell the truth. The moral of the story is to tell the truth, be honest, don't be vain is another one. So it was good, and it was kind of solid. It was like, okay, that's cool. The language wasn't as good as Ray Bradbury. Like I said, that beautiful language about the cold air. I love Ernest Hemingway. Now, I don't love him as a guy, as a man, okay, not exactly a saint, but his writing is fantastic. I've talked about Ernest Hemingway in one of my early videos, and I'm hoping to do another video on him as an author in general. This story almost made me stop wanting to read Ernest Hemingway. It's that bad. Now, I'm obviously not going to read it out loud because I would be an idiot and I don't want to read this word at all. But essentially, it's about two hired killers, and they go to like a diner, an old-fashioned diner. So anyway, they used, one of the people in the diner is black. And the two killers use the N-word so many times. It's actually upsetting. It's upsetting. And I know it's supposed to be of the time. And I think Hemingway is making them use the N-word that many times to show how horrible they are. They're terrible people. But it is awful. And it's not that great of a story, if I'm going to be honest, and the language isn't that great. Wounded or injured or took down my opinion of Hemingway, so that wasn't great. Right, next one, The Rocking Horse winner. I'm gonna write through a few of these actually, because some of them just kind of you know, like The Rocking Horse winner, about a cursed rocking horse. No Witchcraft for Sale. Again, I can't decide if No Witchcraft for Sale is racist or not. I can't decide. I mean, it's about a slave who helps plantation master's kid get better. And to be honest with you, like, a lot of these really disappointed me. The only other one that I really liked was a short story by How I Edited an Agricultural Paper by Mark Twain. And what it's about is about a guy, it's a satire, basically. And we know that Mark Twain is amazing at satire, and it's about a guy who's doesn't know anything about agriculture, and he is asked to edit an agricultural paper, and it's just full of these hilarious mistakes because he just basically bluffs it. And it reminds me of a play that I have called Accidental Death of an Anarchist. Do I have it? Yeah. So it reminds me of this play, Accidental Death of an Anarchist by Dario Fo. So I'm trying to find a quotation for you, which is really funny. For example, in the paper he edits, the guy who knows nothing about agriculture, Turnips should never be pulled, it injures them. It is much better to send a boy up and let him shake the tree. In summary, Ray Bradbury, great. The Pedestrian, The Necklace, okay. Racism, a lot of racism. Then How I Edited an Agricultural Paper by Mark Twain. So this has been Teach Smith, not wearing his funny hat because it would be completely inappropriate. If you enjoyed this video, please share, like and subscribe. There's other book reviews for you to check out. Thank you.